Hi, quickly, I'm going to read you a quote from Carlos Slim. He said, and I quote, with a good perspective on history, we can have a better understanding of the past and present, and thus a clear vision of the future. So I'll say it again. With a good perspective on history, we can have a better understanding of the past and the present, and thus a clearer vision of the future. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Goodness Usman. Of course, you know me as your fab lady realtor for Niger Realty 24. And today in this video, I'm at Queen's Garden Estate in Ibejuleki. I want to bring you an update report on this beautiful investment option for you. And why did I start with this quote from Carlos Slim? It's because it's talking about how we need to have a good perspective on history. And history, of course, has to do with the past, it has to do with the present, and it will help us focus into the future. You know, it will give us a good perspective into the future. Now, there's a whole lot going around about the future investment, the future largest, biggest commercial hub in Africa, Ibejuleki. All what of you heard it all about Ibejuleki investments, right? Now we've heard about so many past histories. You're checking out the present. A whole lot of people have not even seen the future of Ibejuleki. However, people like me are here to give you insight into the future of Ibejuleki and other places like Ekpe, you know, and other smart places smart locations in Lagos State. Now, Queen's Garden Estate in Igodo in Ibejuleki off Eleko Beach is just some stone throw work to where we have beach park and gardens zoo. So let me tell you the brief history of this property. Looking into the past of Queen's Garden, it was introduced into the market some couple of about less than 2 years now. It was introduced into the market. It's been sold and it was expanded. It was supposed to be sold out, but the company, because of the popular demand, when Beachfront had not come into the market, they expanded and acquired more plots. That's the first history. And of course, sometime last year, not last year by the way, oh my God, it was this year, early this year, the first batch of allocation was done, which is one of the pillars you see, corner piece, you see me sit on, and that of course, and that of course. And then they started declaring, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, further down, see, the last time I was here, that clearing was not done. So the done clearing, you can see it far off. Let me tell you one interesting thing about this location. You see, if I had a drone now and do a drone shot, which I think I'm gonna do that. I have a drone. I'm going to bring my drone here. If I give you a drone shot of this estate further down after where it's been cleared, you're going to see that this estate is 18months Estate Phase 2 is the back of this estate. Yes, 18months Estate Phase 2 is just at the back of this estate. And it's selling at 17 million naira per plot, but this is selling for 3.6 million naira. The same title, right? Well, that's another subject of discussion. Anyways, what I'm saying is first level of allocation, going back the history of the past of this estate, first level of allocation has been done. And clearing, now they've done a first set of clearing, of course, and the rainy season came, COVID-19 came, lockdown and all of that. No much work could not be done. And after the lockdown, of course, they've cleared now all the way down. See, all the way down. Trust me, if you, like I said, if I bring a drone shot here, you will see that what you will be seeing is the 18months Estate Phase 2. 18months Estate Phase 2 is at the back of Queen's Garden. Now, that's the fence of the estate itself. You see that place? See that peg there? You see? That's plot 2, block 2, plot 1, I can say. Block 2, plot 1. Yeah, I have a very good site. For some people, they won't see it. Anyways, allocations have been done here. And whilst the company is preparing to do allocation for Beachfront 1, 2, of course, the second batch of allocation for Queen's Garden will be done come 2021. However, it's still fast selling at 3.6 million naira. I love the fact that when I was not going to do a video here though. I was going to go to Beachfront, but when I saw that this has been cleared further down, I was really happy and excited. And of course, because I have a lot of clients here, they need to have this update video, and so to speak, this is an update video on Queen's Garden Park and Queen's Garden Ibejuleki. Is still selling for 3.6 million naira. There are still installment plan. You can do 6 months as usual, 12 and 18 months. Now, like I said, it has an excision, unlike Beachfront 2, who has a gazette. So this one has an approved excision. Now, if you don't understand what I mean, you can put it in the comment section. You can contact me one-on-one. I can tell you the difference, because I know that a whole lot of people don't understand what this title has, and it's my job, it's my duty to explain for you. So if you, the least document on a property that you can acquire in Lagos State is excision. So once a property has an excision, trust me, you can go to bed and sleep. Approved verifiable excision. This is approved verifiable excision, which makes it also a C of O in process, but I don't know when the C of O will be gotten. But this is also a C of O in process, just like Amen Estate Phase 2 is a C of O in process. But what it has is approved excision, which also means that it is free from all form of government, not just government encumbrances, because you can be, a land can be free from off government encumbrances but not be free from other encumbrances. So I'm telling you that this property is free from all forms of encumbrances. And you might beg the question, you say a larger part of the land is not dry. You see it yourself. Yes, it's not very dry, but trust me, you know, you're getting a very dry land. There's going to be some filling all the way down. I think when they're done with the dredging on 2, they're going to come on 1. They're going to come, if they have not started from the back door. I'm not sure what they're doing right now, but I'm just saying that if you like this property, you should consider it, because like I was saying earlier, that come 2021, it will be difficult for you to buy a property less than 3 million naira in Ibejuleki. Every property now with a title, most especially with a gazette or excision, will be sold above 4 million naira. And trust me, this property is going to that regard as well. I know some of my clients were like, what happened? Queen's Garden is just there. Hey, trust me, by the time we're done, the company is done with this place, you'll be proud that you invested here. So if you're watching me and you want to consider this, you should consider this investment as well. Yes, like I said, if you want to create wealth, it's not about buying one in Beachfront or just buying one plot in Queen's Garden. You need to spread your investment. You need to keep investing. It's not the question of I invested in 2019. In 2020, I will not invest. Or I've invested in 2020. In 2021, I will not invest. That's not the question. That's not the way it's supposed to be, okay? If you're intentional about creating your wealth, it's about investing at different period of time, okay? It's about increasing your net worth. So if you're on a journey of intentionally increasing your net worth, it's done gradually. It's done in phases. So don't buy one and say, that's it, I'm done. Just like I say that Ekpe is the next destination for smart investors. Hello? It doesn't still stop you from buying into Queen's Garden, Ibejuleki. It doesn't stop you from buying into Beachfront. It doesn't stop you from buying into Meridian Boulevard. It doesn't stop you from buying into Next Generation. It doesn't stop you from buying into Cityness. It doesn't stop you from buying Queen's Park, Mowe of Father too. You know, etc., etc. It doesn't stop you from buying a house. You just have a plan. You have an investment plan, and you follow through. With my help, I can guide you how to have create an investment plan for 2021. In fact, we can create an investment plan for 5 years, half a decade, for a decade. Yes, when you create an investment plan, then we can follow you through, so that you know that you're on an investment journey, and you've made a decision to follow through with it. Okay, it's very important that we create that. We have that, and creating that is not enough. Being intentional about it is the key. The one key factor of successful people in life, go check it out. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Dan Lok, Grant Cardone, just name it, guys. Name it. Ibukun Awoshika, Faladuroto, hello, just name it. All of the successful guys you know all over the world. One key thing, Mark Zuckerberg, name it. One of the key things is they are intentional about their life. Wale Soyinka is intentional about his life. You know what he wants, and he goes out and he gets it, right? So if you're intentional about creating wealth, if you're intentional about Growing your network. Hello, you have to create a plan. You have to have a plan. You have to have a goal. And intentionally follow through. You see through that plan. And I can help you create that plan. See, no matter how you look at it, there are some investment opportunities like this that would expand, that would shoot your net worth up. And that's because you're intentional about it. And like I usually say, you know, the journey of growing your net worth is not just something you start in a day. It's a journey. Hello. So if you want to go to Abuja from Lagos, you're either going to decide to drive or to enter a public, you're going to decide the means at which you're going to get into Abuja, right? But the goal is you're going to Abuja from Lagos. So the means at which you're going to get into Abuja is different, right? Now, by the time you know the means, are you going to get to Okene or get to Kaba from where I am? You get to Okunland, now you get to Kogi where I'm from, and say, hey, you know what, I'm tired and all of that, and stop at Kogi. You won't know, because the destination is not Kogi. The plan is not to go to Kogi, right? The goal is not to go to Kogi. The goal is to go to Abuja. So until you get to Abuja, you move from Lagos to Ijebu. From Ijebu, you go all the way, Osun, Ibadan, you go all the way, you get into Kogi, and before you know it, you get to Lokoja, all the way down, and you're in Gwagwalada, and you're in Abuja, and you not decide where you're going in Abuja, if you're going to Gariki, or you're going into, where is it that you're going? Or you're going to Zuba. Cuba. You decide on where you're going in Abuja. If it's Gariki, you go out to Gariki. If you're not going to Gariki, you won't go to Gariki. If you're going to Zuba, you will not face Gariki. Do you understand the analogy? It's all about the journey. You see that it's a journey. Until you get to your destination, you don't stop. So, hey, I kind of find it very funny when I see people talk about investment and say, hey, goodness, you know what? I've invested in Ekpe, that's it. I've invested in my wealth, that's it. Hello. Okay, now, I don't blame people like that, because I've realized that the reason why they are like that is because initially they don't even have a plan. Hello, it's because they don't even, it's not like they came into, they just bought it by chance. Oh, maybe because everybody's buying land in Muwel for that. Oh, everybody's talking about Ekpe. Like, oh, everybody's talking about Ekpe. Let me buy one as well. That's it. But for you that intentionally want to grow your net worth, intentionally want to grow your wealth, hello, you have to have a plan. And the way I keep saying it, it's not just about real estate investment only. There are great investment out there that you should be sure of. I'm just going to speak to you about real estate investment, which is what I know, which is what I'm still learning about, which is the ropes I know so well that I'm learning about to be perfect. I keep improving on it. I'm not going to talk about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I know jack about it. I don't know anything about it. Forex. But I know people who know stuff about it and they do it. So there are great investment opportunities. I'm just saying to you that if you want to be intentional about growing your net worth, if you want to be intentional about wealth creation, and you're not having a plan, it's okay if you don't have a plan now. So maybe this is a wake up call for you. So how about you have that plan now? And let's see how it goes. And stick to your plan. Be truthful to you. According to Mrs. Ibuku Aweshika, she always said to you, hone that truth. Yes, that's been my watchword. To you, only hone your truth. So hone your truth to you creating wealth. What's your timeline? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? If you have a plan to intentionally increase or build your net worth, they won't be telling you about investment in investment in Ekpe, and you're saying it's far. You won't say that because okay, this can fall under your 5 years plan, your 10 years plan, your 2 years plan. Ekpe will fall into your 10 years plan, right? All right, so I don't know. That just for those of you who know me, I'm very spontaneous in my what would I call it? In my speaking or in my, what would I call it now? It was always boring me English. Anyway, you understand what I'm trying to say. So this just came out from, I normally say I don't have a script on all of these videos. I just speak from my heart. And that's what comes from my heart today. As we're winding down 2020, can you please be intentional about growing your net worth? Can you be intentional about growing your net worth? Can you be intentional about creating wealth for your children? See, let's crash you, okay? Let's remove you out of the equation. You know what I mean in this context. Let's remove you out of the equation. How about your kids? You have how many kids? 2, 3? How old are they? 5 years, 2 years. So if you have a 5-year son, and you buy 6 plots here for your son, on instrumental if you can, because you can start a 6 month 6 plot payment here and do for 2 years. Yes, I can give you that. I can get the company to give you that, and you buy it in your son's name. So hey, hello, in 10 years time, how much do you think that this 6 plot that you're buying at maybe 4 million naira per plot for that long duration for your son, how much do you think will be what? So your son will be 15. At 15, you think he would just see? There's so many ways to go about this thing. Land banking, there's so many ways you can go about intentionally increasing your net worth, building your net worth, and of course creating wealth for yourself, and most importantly for generations unborn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to me, for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Honestly, I didn't know I was going to go to this extent anyway, but you get the drift. And I really hope that this touched you in a place that you're going to take a step. You know, this make any sense. I hope that this makes some sense to you, and you have gotten one thing out of this, you know, video that you're going to apply in your life. It doesn't have to primarily be only in investment. You can also do it in your personal private life. Thank you so much once again, like I said, and I wish you happy new year in advance, people. But everybody's goodness, but of course you know that I'm your fab lady router for Nigeria 24. And if peradventure this is your very first time of watching this, coming across this channel or watching my video in Nigeria, our video, by the way, please subscribe and turn on your notification button so that you don't miss out on any other video I'll be bringing your way. Yes, we're a real estate marketing consulting firm, and we can help you grow your net worth. We can help you create wealth intentionally, because intentional living, it's our watchword going forward. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.